Hello and welcome to another episode of A Day in the District. I'm your host, Chelsea Whittington. A Day in the District is a program designed to help you, the viewer, stay connected to your Gary Community School Corporation. Our most recent episodes have chronicled our community partners because here in the Gary schools, we love our partners and it keeps the engine going in our community. School, Gary Community Schools. And today is no different. We are welcoming back to the show one of our cherished partners from the YWCA of Northwest Indiana, the executive director and my friend, Karen Jones. Hi, Karen.
Well, good afternoon, Chelsea. How are you?
I am doing well, especially
Great.
seeing you. When I see you and I think about the Y, you know, all types of great memories and feelings come up for me. One from being there and participating with seniors and the children, then with family members going there. I mean, the Y equals community. And
Absolutely.
in many cases, we're sending our children from the district right over to you. And so
That's
I
right.
wanted to catch up with you in 2024, Karen, because a lot of renovations, happenings, and new programs are happening at the Y. And I want our community to know what opportunities exist, not only for the children in the district, but throughout the community. But before we jump into that, who is Karen Jones?
Who is Karen Jones? That's a great question. Karen Jones is a Gary community person that was born and raised here, graduated from Roosevelt High School.
I'm gonna let that
yes,
slide, but okay.
We're going to let it slide. We all family. And that a mother of four.
Beautiful children.
You know, and all children went to Gary schools, two daughters who are doctors, who went to Gary Emerson, graduated from Howard University.
HU?
Yes, other daughter went to Indiana State. My son went to IUN, and everybody has their degrees. I felt that that was that I owed it to my children to make sure that they had a college education.
That's a great parent.
And the Gary Community Schools prepared them for that.
Yes.
And I thank the Gary Community Schools for everything
Yes.
that they did for me and for my family. And so now I feel that to whom much is given, much is required. And so I feel that I have to give back to my community because that is something that we have to be taught to do. It's to give back, expecting nothing in return, but to pass it on, and that person passes it on.
And I
So-
witness you doing that, Karen. So I'm
Absolutely.
just sitting here nodding in agreement. And your service prior to the Y was in the kind of law enforcement county.
Yes,
You were
I worked for the
warden.
I worked for the Lake County Sheriff Department for approximately 20 years. I was the first female and the first black warden of the Lake County Jail.
Here we are on the last
Yes,
day
here
of
we are.
Black History with
Yes.
Black History on the stage. I love
yes,
it.
yes. So and I enjoyed all of that, and then I went to work for the city of Gary. I was the parks director for Mayor Rudy Clay.
Oh, wow.
And I stayed there 5 years, and then I came to the YWCA. And here I am.
What an acquisition, I will say. And I have just watched the Y flourish and grow under your leadership. And that's why I had to have you in today, because currently we have the after school program. So
Yes,
we have
we
our
do.
young people going over getting their tutoring, their snacks, their activities. I come in
That's right.
sometimes and they're in the gym moving
That's
around
right.
only after they finish the homework. So
Right.
talk a little bit about the offerings for after school, then we'll move into summertime.
Right, right. Our after-school program, especially with the Gary Community Schools, I am just so excited to have our children. I call them my babies. Come
They're
to
all
the
our
Y.
babies.
Yeah, they're. Your kid is my kid. Those kids, my kids. And so when they come, they're ready for homework assistance. You know, they get their snacks, they get their dinner. After all of that, we have enrichment programs for them. They can do arts and crafts. They can go in the gym and play basketball camp. We also have our Girl Scouts. The Girl Scout troops leader come in, and the girls take, part in all of that. So, there's always something to do, and we're happy to have them there. The YWCA is a safe haven for parents that work, go to school, and we're happy to be that in our community because it's much needed.
Yes, it is. And like I like that you say the safe place, and parents know. They know the instructors, they know the staff, and they know that they're going to look out for them and all of the members. You know, I often brag about my dad, who's 93, who comes there to work out and get his Meals on Wheels. And he's always talking about the why this, the why that. And I said,
Right.
it helps me relax when I'm out and about in the community. I know that daddy is being watched and taken
right.
care of, and he's staying strong and staying mentally strong. But I want to move into the summertime because our segments are so fast, and I have some amazing youth in the studio I'm so excited to talk to. But we have the summer program coming up,
Right.
and every time you announce the summer camp, it makes me want to be a kid again. Why is that?
Because it's fun. It's fun. We know that all year long, our kids are doing everything they're supposed to be doing in school, you know, reading, writing, arithmetic, and it's supposed to be that way. When summer comes, summer means fun, but it doesn't stop the learning.
Right.
You still are supposed to do reading, math, and arithmetic,
That's right.
even in summer
Even
camp.
in summer
so for
camp.
our summer camp, we make it fun. We allow you to do your math and reading without you really realizing you're doing it.
Uh-huh.
So for this year, which I'm very excited about, we're partnering with Purdue University Extension, and we're going to do a family garden. We're going to have like 3 100-pound tubs and 3 risers that we're going to build, and we're going to do a 2-gen project with our
generations?
right, with our seniors and with our children.
Oh,
and they're going to come in, Purdue, teach us all about gardening and where our food come from. And they're going to take care of this garden and produce fruits and vegetables and things like that. And also, in the end, they're going to be able to make whatever it is that they make, you know, food products.
Yes.
They'll be able to take it home, and they'll also, our students will be able to make a dinner for their parents.
Oh, this
and
is
so
going
everybody
to be
joins in on it.
amazing.
Yeah, I just can't wait because the kids get to paint the tubs, and you know, this is the first time you can really play in dirt and your mama don't get mad.
Exactly.
So,
So how do they sign up? What do they need to do as we
Oh,
get
for-
into our last minute?
yeah, for our summer camp, of course, you need to register, come to the YWCA, or you can go online, www.ywcanwi.org, you know, YWCA of Northwest Indiana, or you can call 219-881-9922.
881-9922.
That's it, you know it by heart.
Yes.
And we would love to have every student that we can. We take from kindergarten to 9th grade. These are the students who really need to come. The older you are, the more that you can do things. Our swim program will be back up during this time. So if you join the YWCA summer camp program, you get swim lessons that come with it.
I love it.
You know,
I love
and
it.
so we're really encouraged by all of this. And I just invite everybody under the sound of my voice in the city of Gary, Northwest Indiana, come to the YWCA. We're 104 years old this year, and we look forward to working continuously with all of our community partners, and especially the School
Gary
City.
Community School Corporation.
That's right, School City
Ladies
of Gary.
and gentlemen, Karen Jones, YWCA. Sign your child up today, 219-881-9922. Thank you, Karen, and we'll be right back.
When you join the Army, the first thing they teach you is how to get in line. Not exactly the same in high school. When I enrolled in Westside Leadership Academy and joined ROTC, the first thing I learned was respect. Not just for God and country, but for myself.
Gary Schools, strong, resilient, built for education.
Welcome back to A Day in the District, and I'm still your host, Chelsea Whittington. A Day in the District is a program designed to help you, the viewer, stay connected to your Gary Community School Corporation. And what better way than to get connected than through the young people who actually attend schools here in Gary Community School Corporation. I'm so excited because I'm trying to do more with bringing our young people to the stage, just pulling them out of class for a few minutes, but I had to do this. If you were under a rock, then you don't know about the Steel City Black Knowledge Bowl that took place recently at Indiana University Northwest. And guess who snagged first place? Why, Westside Leadership Academy, of course. And so I invited the entire team, and I'm starting off our interview with the team sponsor and teacher extraordinaire, Beverly Goodson, and our team captain, who's going to introduce herself momentarily. Miss Goodson, congratulations. You all killed it.
Yes, we did.
So I was there Saturday morning during prep time. I was really there for the breakfast, but I happened to run into the teams. I talked to Westside, and they were really confident, and rightfully so, as you all snagged the victory. Talk to me about how these young people were selected. Did they try out? Did they volunteer? And then what the prep process was to victory.
So the students volunteer on their own. A sheet was put out asking any students that wanted to be on the Black History debate team to come out. And these students showed up ready to rock and roll. The process of preparing them was a little hard because we did get a little information on what was going to be taking place on that day. However, the kids had to devote after school time, their personal time, and then a little classroom time we gave to do it.
Okay, so who have you sitting next to you?
I have Miss Michaela Hare, and she is the team captain.
So, Michaela, how did you end up becoming the captain? Were you selected, elected? Did you volunteer? Tell me how you got that role in leadership.
I was selected. I think it was because of my memorization skills.
Memorization, that's one of those things that we have to have when it comes to tests and things of that nature. But what are some of your methods when you talk about memorizing? Is it flashcards? What do you do to keep all those answers right here in your head?
Well, when we were practicing, we used a Jeopardy board, so the answers were all on the cards.
Okay.
And we went over them all together.
Now, Ms. Goodson, I heard that there were over 200 questions about Black history, Gary history that they learned. What kind of tips did you give the team? And I'm giving it all away, but schools, you still have to prepare like Westside did, and I just don't think it's going to be done, but go ahead.
So it was 232 questions that the students had to learn. And what we did is we took the 232 questions and we broke them down into categories.
Okay.
So we had Gary natives, we had odds and ends, we had music, we had civil rights. And so breaking them down into like 15 different categories. And then I broke the kids up into 3 teams. We gave them a buzzer, and then they competed against each other.
Oh, Michaela, what was that like? You know, like, did you see each other in the hallway like, I want you, I'm gonna get you?
It was very competitive, I know.
Yeah, yeah. Do you, they're freshmen, most of the team members were freshmen.
4 of the team members are freshmen and 2 are sophomores.
Wow.
All my babies.
All the babies, which means we have 3 more years of victory at least, at minimum. So
we claiming the rest of it, baby.
all of it. And so what happens, talk to me about what you received when you won. What was that like? What did they present you with, Michaela?
We got, of course, the trophy. It's beautiful.
Yes.
And we also got medals and a plaque.
So after you got the beautiful, beautiful trophy and the medals, and it just takes me back. And Miss Goodson, you can definitely relate to me as a fellow Westside grad. Remember back in the day, we used to have those academic Super Bowls here at Westside. Does this kind of remind you that kind of prep and that kind of nervous energy?
Yes, it does.
Did
Lot
you
of
compete in any of those kinds of things?
No, I was strictly an ROTC. I was like an ROTC baby.
Yes. Well, before we get out of this segment, I definitely want to talk about your role here at Westside, because not only were you the sponsor of this team, you're a star teacher in the building. What do you teach, and what do you love about teaching?
I currently teach world history, 9th grade world history. I love the fact of educating young minds. I like the fact that when I'm teaching, they're learning new things about history that no one ever taught them. When we were coming up in school, when we talked about Black history, it was just 5 basic people that we talked about.
Dr.
Martin
King.
Luther King, Sojourner Truth, Harriet Tubman, Dr. Charles Drew, Malcolm X,
Malcolm
and that
X.
was our history. So for my students, I like to dig a little deeper, and we do a lot of projects in my class aiming at history so kids can know all of the things that our Black people have created.
Yes.
So they just finished up with a project, which they had a couple of months to complete, and they had to choose a Black inventor, tell about the Black inventor, but also make an artifact showing what that black inventor made.
Ooh, I
and it's
love it.
amazing when I ask the children, do you understand how many things in your house alone, that someone African American has made?
I know there's a poem out there that talks about the different things when I woke up in the morning and I wanted to press my hair, but the pressing
It's
comb
called
was
Life
gone.
Without Black People.
There it is, Life Without Black People. Michaela, you must be so proud of your teammates. So now that you have this big victory under your belt as captain, do you have any plans to do other academic competitions, or what's next for Michaela?
Well, I know I do want to compete in the academic bowl.
Okay, so we have an academic bowl?
We do have an academic bowl that's headed by Mrs. Holly. And so we will
Miss
be...
Holly's still here.
Yes,
Miss
Miss Holly.
Hey, Miss Holly. She gonna be mad at me for saying that, but
So
she's
we
been
will
around.
be working along with Miss Holly to compete in the academic Super Bowl.
That is awesome, and I will tell you, for those of you who are watching, a lot of these academic competitions had gone away, but since have come back thanks to this amazing administration that was committed to bringing back that field that you and I grew to know and love here at Dear Westside. Final words for anybody who's thinking about coming to Westside, Michaela, what would you say to them to get them to come on over and be a Cougar?
There's a lot of good things that happen here.
Yeah?
Despite the bad rep, like, there's a lot of amazing things that happen here.
Well,
It's
you're
definitely
one
worth
of the
coming.
amazing things happening here. And when we come back, we're going to meet the rest of this amazing winning team here at Westside Leadership Academy. You are watching A Day in the District. I'm your host, Chelsea Whittington. A Day in the District helps you stay connected to your Gary Community School Corporation. I can't wait to meet these scholars, and so can you. So stay right there. We'll be right back.
Oh, beautiful for heroes proved in liberating strife, who more than self their country loved, and mercy more than life.
It's gross. I don't really want to talk about it.
She didn't want to at first, but I mean, it's no big deal. Everybody does it.
I was ready, totally ready, because we had been practicing this dance for weeks.
He was supposed to take this girl to this dance, but
I sprained my ankle at track practice.
I hate sharing anything personal. It's so disgusting.
For the dance, I let her wear my shoes and she hated it, but I thought she looked great in them.
he could barely even walk.
I ended up taking some pills for my pain.
Yeah, they were my mom's, but
It didn't go well.
If it's not yours,
If it's not yours,
if it's not yours,
Hey you,
don't take it.
don't take it.
don't take it.
don't take it. You won't believe what happened next.
Welcome back to A Day in the District. I'm so excited. We're making history today with this program, in that this is the most guests I've ever had at one time on the show. Welcome to the stage, the entire winning team of the Steel City Black Knowledge Bowl. Can you clap it up for yourselves? In the earlier segment, we were talking with our dynamic teacher, Miss Beverly Goodson, about the preparation, and I just needed you to see excellence in real time. And so I'm joined with two who will be interviewed, and then the remaining of the team backing us up. Please introduce yourself and tell me what grade you are in.
My name is Destiny Burnett, and I'm in 9th grade.
9th grade.
My name is Anthony Williams, and I'm a sophomore.
Sophomore. And then tell me your names here in the back row.
My name is Joel Moore, and I'm a sophomore.
Joel Moore, a sophomore.
My name is Rodrigo Lopez, and I'm a freshman.
Rodrigo Lopez, freshman.
I'm Ariana Coleman, I'm a freshman.
Ariana Coleman, freshman. And I just have to emphasize that. Give me some, Miss Goodson. These are freshmen and sophomores. They're just getting started in their high school careers. And here we are with the trophy that's currently being engraved, because I wanted to sit the trophy right here. But it's being engraved. It has to have Westside leadership. Now tell me, Destiny, what happens? You get the trophy, and then what? Where do we put it? What do we do with the trophy?
Well, when we get the trophy, it will go towards the front inside our trophy case.
In the trophy case by the main office, right? So I'm going to tell you all, the next time you go by the main office, I want you all to walk down where all the pictures of the graduating class are, and your homework assignment is to try to find me and try to find Miss Goodson and then report back. I'm not going to tell you what year. We're not going to tell them what year, but I'll just tell you I'm sitting by the principal because I was one of the salutatorians. So that's the only clue you get. All right, Anthony, going into this competition, did you feel like the win was coming, and if so, why?
I knew we was gonna get the win because we had Michaela and Rodrigo.
You have Michaela
And Rodrigo.
and Rodrigo. Okay, so what is it about these two team members that made you so confident? What are the skill sets?
They just knew what they were talking about.
They knew what they were talking about?
Yeah,
Well, it means that they were pretty knowledgeable in their subjects. So, Destiny, tell me about what team that you were on. What were the areas or subject areas that you specialized in?
One of the subject areas were a lot of the women inside of it.
Okay.
I memorized a lot of the women, and like some questions would be like, what happened in like 1850 or like 1965. You know, stuff like that. I kind of specialize in those.
Okay, and that's good coming up to Women History Month, which is in the month of March. Anthony, what was your specialty? What areas were you learning the most about?
I was good with famous people, TV shows,
Okay.
summer sports.
Okay. All right. And then I'll ask you, like I asked our team captain, is it your desire to move forward with more academic competitions? What's next for both Destiny and Anthony? And then I'll ask the back row as well.
I'm really excited to move forward with more academic competitions because, you know, it shines a light on the academics, not just the sports.
Oh, I love that. And I will just pause here to give that quick testimonial about how we emphasize academics in the Gary schools and how that story needs to be told, and that's precisely why these young people are on the stage today. Anthony, what about you? Are you going to take your talents to move on to more academic competitions?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So what about my back row? Rodrigo, I'm going to start with you and just ask, what do you plan to do? And then I'm going to parlay it because I have the microphone. What do you want to do with all this academic success?
Honestly, that's a bit of a gray area for me, but I want to have as much experience as I want to in terms of like culture and stuff like that.
I love it. He says it's a great area for him. You want to have more activities around culture. So Miss Goodson will take that back because she's known to be that dynamic teacher that plays no games and clearly raises winners. To my young lady on the end, are you looking to compete in more competitions?
Definitely, because I'm not the best at sports, so academics is definitely for me.
She said it herself, definitely. Sports isn't my thing either. I love to support those who compete, but academics is my thing too. Congratulations. And then right here on the end, what about you? What's next with academics?
Yeah, I plan to do some more. It's like, it's good doing that because I got to take a step back from doing sports, so yeah.
Okay, so he's an athlete already, and so this is a nice, healthy medium to come to balance it out with more academics. Well, I definitely am proud of each and every one of you. I heard that Miss Goodson took you out to do a little celebrating. Tell me what happened, Destiny, in detail, because I missed it because you all should have invited me. What did you all do?
Okay, so Ms. Goodson, before we even went to the competition, we were already really confident of winning. But she also threw in the fact that if we won, she could take us out to eat.
Nice. Well, food is always a nice little, bonus to the things that we do here for academics. I mean, bribe them a little. I don't care. Sounds good to me. Anthony, where did you all go and what did you eat?
We went to BC Osaka.
Oh, so that's an all-you-can-eat spot, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Did you enjoy yourself and victory, the spoils of victory? So if I asked you a few questions today, do you think you would be able to answer some of them? You would. Now, he says no. Now, why did you get in the hot seat? This is the hot seat. This is an easy one. Does anybody know what year the city of Gary was founded?
1906.
1906. Does anyone know who the first African-American mayor of a mid-sized American city, that being Gary, was what his name
Mayor
was.
Gordon, Richard Gordon Hatcher.
Oh, that makes me so happy. They did say Mayor Richard Gordon Hatcher. Who knows where the 1972 Democratic National Convention was held? Right here, Westside Leadership Academy. Give me some more, Ms. Goodson. You have done the do when we talk about academics. So, who do I want to ask this question? My young lady on the end, tell me your name again. Ariana Coleman. If you had to tell somebody and shout it out why they should come to Westside Leadership Academy to that camera, what would you say?
We have a lot to offer here, and sometimes they try to downplay our school, but we're a pretty good school, and they should definitely come.
She said we have a lot to offer here, and in fact you do. We heard that you're in academics and sports and just all around winners. Miss Goodson, if you had anything to say to these young people, and you can say it in my mic right here so that all can see your words of encouragement and pride for them, what would you say?
I would tell them what I always tell them, that life is about choices, and choices are a result of circumstances. So because life is about choices, the choices we make are the circumstances that we have to live with. And there's nothing you cannot do in life without proper education. Knowledge is powerful.
Oh, what a word. We're going to wrap it up right here. You are watching A Day in the District, a program designed to help you, the viewer, stay connected to your Gary Community School Corporation. Today was twofold on the show in that we were able to highlight our community partner in Karen Jones, the YWCA of Northwest Indiana. So don't forget to sign your children up for summer camp and our after-school programs in partnership with the Gary Schools. And then last but certainly not least, we were able to make history today on A Day in the District by welcoming the winning team of the Steel City Black Knowledge Bowl. I would be remiss if I did not shout out Indiana University Northwest, Dr. Dorothy Frink, Roy Hamilton, McKenya Dilworth, Smith, and Jeffrey Smith, and the entire enrollment team, Antoine Hawkins, for putting together such an amazing, amazing competition. And for all those other schools watching, we'll be back to get you. Thank you so much for watching A Day in the District. Share this video when you see it, and we'll see you next time.
WSTG.